This is really. This is another one that broke my heart too. I used to be over there always over there with her, laughing and oh boy. Then something went wrong. Well, like I said, I do know that she and True T were, having this drama between each other, but I tried to stay out of it. Then here they go pulling me in. I don't want to hear this from y'all telling me to just not read these things because it keeps coming. Really says, stop playing with me, True T. You keep up the mess lying to your audience. They raised over $12,000 to $14,000 in GoFundMe money to your friend, the blogger, which is me, Attorney Anonymous. We've never raised any money for Anonymous. Anonymous always have been on her own. She is a subscriber. She's just a subscriber that's caught up in this trap with Maurice in the courtroom. That's all I know about her. But anyway, still over there pretending, panhandling people on fixed income. Panhandling people on fixed income. One day she brags about making $10,000 a month on YouTube. Then the next she's begging, talking about she was demonetized. Lying to the cash app, Zelle payment, GoFundMe payment for herself. Notice, she is saying she was demonetized, lying for cash app, Zelle payment, GoFundMe payment for herself. Notice, she is saying send the money to her person's Zelle of cash out. She don't have Zelle. Versus to the GoFundMe. Also, she said to be written cause for blogger BT. Y'all keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How else was I gonna get there? See, that's y'all problem. What's wrong if I've got to go to court? What's wrong with me having transportation with getting to court? I don't get it. And y'all, let me tell you something. That trip was like $200. But I think he had let me have that car on that senior citizen plan for a little over $200 for what 5 to 7 days, right? You have to, you know. So when I'm traveling, there is expensive besides the lawyer. There are gas fees. That's the first time she ever had to offer to transportation for me, right? That's the first time because the car broke down. But other than that, if I'm to get there to that court, I have to be able to have some means of transportation, right, you guys? I'm too old to be talking about getting on these bus, walking for miles just to get to the train station. Oh no, I can't do that. But yeah, she rented a car for me one time, and then probably in the future, it's gonna have to be like that in the future too because my car is broke down. I have a raggedy car. Okay, so yes, she did. So we're gonna dispel that she didn't try to trick anybody or do anything illegal when it comes to that. Now this is basically they said don't drink the Kool-Aid, you guys. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Wake up, she says. I don't bother nobody. Well, what are you doing, man? She says she sit quietly, just catching strays. Truty has been reaching out to new and old subscribers, beeping for them to attack me and other bloggers. Uh, so anyway, I'm just gonna go on down, y'all, because this is mostly about Truty. So I want to get down here at the bottom where it says But my name is her. She claims her name is mentioned. She claims she is just a victim. So let's just go back to the names down here. The names calling. Who knew? I don't have no problem with who knew. She's a very beautiful young lady over there. Marcella, I don't have no problem with Marcella anymore. But Marcella was the one that started that over there. I think it's Marcella and Wonder about my precious daughter. And so and somebody, I put like a little flyer out because I'm tired. No, y'all, they still picking. I stay quiet, but they still picking, you guys. I'm still poking and picking at me and my daughter. And you guys supposed to be grown people. Empress Radio, Empress Radio. Only problem I have with Empress Radio is putting out misinformation about my case and refuse to correct it. Now, she always had this breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. When you do your breaking news on everybody else, Empress, when you report on everybody else, you make sure that you had observed everything. You observe everything and you report it back. But when it come to me, I said, I guess I don't matter. When it come to me and what you got to report on me, you didn't care what a damn. All you did was just put out these false information about my case. You and that other T girl, y'all put out this false information, and I told y'all nicely, look, on network is still on the case. And then I told y'all too that these are two lawyers just arguing back and forth in court. When y'all going and get these, my lawyer and on network, they at each other's throat back and forth in the court. Y'all not privileged or even don't deserve to see every damn thing. You're not, and the ones that complaining, pulling up the report. Y'all don't even give a damn about me. You just so happy to report that Maurice has won this case. Maurice, don't forget, Maurice filed this lawsuit on me in Anonymous. How I got to get tired now. I'm tired of with crazy shit with PBE and whatever was going on with Anonymous and PBE. I don't want to be get into that. How y'all guys are not mature enough to stay separate with each other. Separate means that I can separate you from you. I'm gonna use Wanda for example. I've got a friend that's crazy about Wanda. Man, her Lady P be on Lady P be come up sometimes. She crazy about Wanda and she my friend. But I'm able to separate this show and what's going on in the show from that person that I know. I know her as a person. I've been knowing her over 40 years. Now, why would I quit speaking to her or get mad at her because of her views about another person? The same way I'm able to separate my friends too from their political views. I am neither nor. I am neither nor. I told y'all I am independent. So I have Democrats and I have Republican friends, but I am not finna just just tear them down because they view their political version as different from mine. Are you guys not able to be mature enough to separate two grown women arguing when True T is arguing with you guys, why y'all got to pull me in it? True T is an advocate for the elderly and for the subscribers. Whether y'all want to Make it like that. A few of y'all want to believe it or not, but this GoFundMe is not just for me, it's for all of y'all. I'm the only one that's tied up in court. That's why the money is coming this way. So where was I at? I'm trying to get to Braylon Lee. I have nothing to say about Braylon Lee. Of course, I have nothing to say about Ebony the Best. Shout out to Ebony the Best. I have nothing to say about Shaw's World. Shout out to Shaw's World. Shaw's Reality. Uppity. Uppity, if I hear anything about you gave me goddamn $50, girl. You damn right she gave me $50. She gave me $50. Oh, and I said, thank you for blessing me. When I said thank you for blessing me, that is the highest compliment you can get out from my understanding is blessing from God Almighty, right? When you have blessed me, I'm thanking you. And then I don't know where we went wrong with uppity. That was uppity. That was Take Talk. That was the Gospel Girls. All of y'all. I used to love it, y'all. I even miss those days. I'll go over there. I'll turn on the TV. I don't feel like doing my content. I'll go over there and have a good time with Tay Talk and the Gospel Girls. And then this thing I know they turned on me. Tay Talk turned on me. Uppity turned on me with something somebody else said. Started attacking my motherhood. Attacking my motherhood. All of y'all got babies and children. I have never attacked y'all motherhood. I would never accuse you guys of abandoning your children for the sake of trying to be popular or get along with somebody else. I don't get it. Now, truth is, a wonderful person in my eyes. I would love to have her as a daughter. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to adopt her as my adopted daughter. There's and even on TikTok with your girl, I consider her as one of my internet daughters. So then they turned on me. But nothing. I did nothing to neither one of y'all. Y'all, my daughter did nothing to neither one of y'all. Y'all all down in there writing. I thought that was months ago. Yeah. No, yes. But it's still, they still picking and calling people. I'm still getting phone calls with people that I thought that loved me and I loved them. I never had no problems with. I'm getting phone calls where they're calling other people saying, yeah, you know, I found out that I had to apologize to Uppity because Uppity was telling the truth. If, anyway, nothing don't bother me no more than for y'all to keep on poking with me about my daughter. And like I said, she needs prayer. She going into surgery soon. I think it's one day this month, y'all. Or maybe I got to get the days mixed up. I don't know Coco gonna tell it. I don't know her. Shay Renee, she alright with me. I ain't Shay Renee, she okay. Okay, Cheat Dun Emperor, PBE, I don't know. PBE, I'm just shocked. Entire audience say get well soon. He called me, sis, what's going on? And when he found out, he said, I got you. So I owe you one, bro. I owe you one. But meanwhile, back at the ranch was as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with
universal music. It's the second part of the ugly truth. We begin to research things uh, to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out excuse me, God, a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. Uh, as I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that, to some degree, supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. That's why, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research. Just on the celebrity that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40 something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs, all the songs that I've done. I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, money that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family. That part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. And even though they were taking care of themselves, they thought very little of taking care of me. And I know because I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. And so what I'm doing now is whatever is necessary to make sure they pay me for the legacy of my life, for my children and my grandchildren. They're going to have to give me my money. I mean, when you sit back and think Bruno Mars, Dr. Dre, when you think about all these people that have sampled music, if they're filthy rich on it, what's our problem? Or my problem? Oh, yeah. So you got to get a diesel crew, and I call them a diesel crew.
So this is by Mellow, y'all. And she said share. But Angie says, I come to get my check. That to me was like the ancestors speaking through her. That's what Martin Luther King said too. Martin Luther King said, "I come to get my check." When he was talking about reparation, that 40 acres and a mule that they never paid us. Then there was that Homestead Act, yeah, where thousands of acres of our people land was being taken and given to the Irish and the European, right? Yeah, affirmative action. So Martin Luther King says, I come to get my check, reparation. And that's what she's saying. She has grandchildren, children that are still alive. They need that money, that royalty. They deserve it. Yeah, so this lady left a testimony behind. Also, I like to say, I often wonder what happened to Luther Vandross. Nobody never talks about that, but his death was so mysterious to me. Then there was Prince, there was Michael Jackson, there was Whitney, there was Sam Cooke. We'll go all the way back in the day to Sam Cooke. So many of our artists, when they get to talking about their royalties, their masters, they end up just disappearing. I met a bus. We love our cell phones. Can't do without them. So all you got to do, you don't remember his name, just say a black man invented the cell phone, you guys. Shout out to Jesse Eugene Russell. Shout out to Hornseywood Academy for the information that they give to the public. Y'all go over there to Hornseywood Academy, please. You can teach your children from this site.
Inventor of the digital cell phone, Paul L. Downing. Little known Black history fact. This man is named Paul L. Downing. He invented what every household uses today, the mailbox. Downing.
Now, y'all, when y'all go to the post office, y'all see that big old blue mailbox where you put your mail carrier down in there. That's by Paul L. Downing. He invented what households use every day in 1891, y'all. But he called the invention a street letterbox. 1 year prior to inventing the mailbox, Downing patented an electrical switch that allowed the railroad workers to turn on or off the power supply to trains at the necessary times. Oh my God, he was versatile, you guys. Downing's design for the railroad switch was used as inspiration for inventors who created residential electrical switch. So when we turn our lights on and off, we have to contribute that to Paul L. Downing.
Patented his mailbox on October 27, 1891, and called his invention a street letterbox. 1 year prior to inventing the mailbox, Downing patented an electrical switch that allowed railroad workers to turn on or off the power supply to trains at the necessary times. Downing's design for the railroad switch were used as inspiration for inventors who created residential electrical switches. The street letter drop mailbox with a hinged door that closed to protect the mail was invented by Philip B. Downing. Downing, an African-American inventor, patented his new device on October 27, 1891. Marie Van Britten Brown was an American inventor.
Now y'all know the home security system. Oh, Marie Van Brenton Brown. Now that's what they were really a power couple, y'all. Mr. and Mrs. Brown invented this closed circuit TV, modern day home security system. Shout out to the real power couple. What a drink at?
She was the inventor of the home security system in 1966, along with her husband, Albert Brown. In the same year, they jointly applied for a patent, which was granted in 1969. The invention was...
Now, Carlos King, this is a power couple right here. You don't know what a power couple is, you need to come in here and get some of this teaching, Carlos. Because Marie Brown and Albert Brown, they invented the home security system.
Basically the first closed-circuit television security system and its predecessor to the modern home systems today. It led to the foundation for video monitoring, remote-controlled door locks, push-button alarm triggers, instant messaging to security providers and police, as well as two-way voice communication. The fame of Brown's device also led to the more prevalent CCTV surveillance in public areas, according to a 2016 New Scientist report. 100 million concealed closed-circuit cameras are now in operation worldwide. Edmund Berger. In 1813, inventor Edmund Berger invented the spark plug. Although the internal combustion engine, in which the current version of the spark plug is used, was only in the developmental stages in the mid-1800s. Mr. Berger is still given the credit for the invention even without obtaining a patent. Henry Thomas Sampson Jr. was an American inventor known for creating the gamma electric cell, a device with the main goal of generating auxiliary power from the shielding of a nuclear reactor. Henry T. Sampson is the first African American to earn a PhD in nuclear engineering in the United States. He is best known for inventing the gamma electric cell in 19...
Y'all know that sucker smart right there. Woo! Woo! Go ahead on, Mr. Sampson.
In 71. Anna Mangin was an American inventor and women's rights campaigner. She invented a kitchen tool she called
the fork. We use the fork and the spatula every day, y'all. And never know that was Miss Anna Mangin that invented the kitchen tools.
A pastry fork in 1891. This was different from the eating utensil, also known as a pastry fork. George Crumb. George Speck, also known as George Crumb, born in 1824, was an American chef. He became noted for his culinary skills after being hired at Moon's Lake House on Saratoga Lake near Saratoga Springs, New York. In 1853, he created the potato chip.
I want to tell y'all the story behind this potato chip. Oh, he got mad at them. They didn't like his potatoes. They kept sending his potatoes back because they said it wasn't right. It just wasn't right. So finally he called himself on get revenge on her and just sliced him as thin as ever to get revenge on her, and everybody liked her. Wow. So when you eat your potato chips every day, think about George Crumb.
Sarah Boone was an American inventor who, on April 26, 1892, obtained United States patents for her improvements to